It's really warm today, but I needed a little break, so I thought I'd take a walk out to the garden and take a peek at what's going on in the heat of the day here. This is what we're dealing with today. Ew. So this morning I got everything watered really good. This year I've been switched to a watering like wand thing. I'll show you. Still, it's really windy, so hopefully this doesn't get too bad. I really need to mow. Oops, little guy fell. I gotta figure out where to put that. I'm pretty sure it's a amaranth. This was supposed to be some sort of like an African daisy or something. I'm pretty sure it was in the pot labeled that, but I kind of think that might be amaranth too. I'm gonna open this. It's 125 degrees in here. Holy cats. I can't leave the door open right now because it is so darn windy. I don't want the thing to blow off the hinges. Why am I coming in here? Oh yeah, the wand. So I've been using one of these. It happened to be in the garden shed, so I thought I'd give it a try because I was doing my sprinkler on the little tripod previous years, but you know, overhead watering isn't the greatest, so I had that. I've got my DIY irrigation set up here out to the pumpkin patch. I've got my splitter here, so I just detach the splitter. I've got little on-off switches on everything pretty much. I detach the splitter here. I use this part, water all those beds, water these guys. Then I attach to the end of that guy, and I go through the middle because I've got some flowers out here that I like kind of soaking down a little bit. The soaker hoses do good, you know, I have those all lined up for the pumpkins, but I put some marigolds and stuff in the middle, and those don't get watered, so I usually turn the soakers on in the morning for a while and then come out and water everything. Then I can also get over here and water some of these. These are doing pretty good considering the heat, not too bad. Got a little bit of a rust issue on my one transplanted rhubarb. Looks like I've got a bug issue on this one. These are all transplanted this year from over there, so I'm not really harvesting anything off of them anyway. Give them a rest. This seems to be doing okay in the heat. It's been pretty hot for the past, let's see, Saturday for sure. It's pretty hot before that for a couple days. But I water in the morning and hope everything survives. So, you know, it's like 1 o'clock and we're looking pretty perky. I think they're liking the heat. It's been a long time coming. Even the pots. So I've stuck these guys kind of, they get shade sort of in the hottest part of the day, but my orchid here is looking kind of sad. It's very yellow. I don't know the story. I mean, that's a house plant, but it's also tropical, so I thought it'd do okay out here. Took it out of the greenhouse because like you saw, it's 125 degrees in there. I didn't want to cook it, but I don't know. I don't want to bring it back in the house now, but maybe. The moss roses are doing great. This one opened up this morning. This is a variety of I don't remember what, that I didn't have any other place to put it, so I threw it in a hanging basket. Now that it's starting to go, I think I'll go hang it. Same with that. Strawberries look all right. I'm gonna have to start pulling out some of these volunteers though, because some of these squash or pumpkins or whatever the world they are getting real huge, and they're gonna start kind of getting in the way. I hate to just get rid of them though. That's kind of sad. And despite all this nonsense weather, I do have some new loofahs. I threw some seeds in just to see because I happened to kill the ones that I transplanted. I got 3. I don't know that I'll get any loofahs off of them. This poor little This is a pole bean my son planted, 3 of them. They're looking a little rough too. I haven't decided if this is just from the heat. That looks like sun scald. Or if we got something else going on. These are sweet peas that are refusing to climb. Even these guys are looking kind of sad. But we do live, well, this is our field, and you know, spray and stuff, overspray, drifting, etc. Though the corn looks all right, and it's beans out there, so anything that you would spray presumably would kill corn, not the beans. So I don't know why things look like they do, but my cucumbers are going kind of wild still, looking a little sad, but maybe that's just from the heat. But I water everything up. You could look at how, I mean, yikes. Onions are okay. My radishes took off. These are the French breakfast. Looks like I need to pick some. And these are the watermelon. They're real big. I think I might need to thin those out even more, like this guy. Get him out of there. Oh yeah, for sure. There's like nothing on that. And these might end up bolting before they bulb out. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get rid of this one. Some of these still probably are too close together, but I tried to thin them out earlier. Holy cats, it's hot out here. Let's see, now that one. No, still. My little bitty rosemary from seed. And there's my overwintered one, which is looking okay, but not gangbusters yet. Okay, so then my beans. This is another thing. I'm not sure if this is just heat issues. Like some of this, is this just sun scald? But we're getting the weird curly leaves, which could either be just heat or it could be herbicide drift. But like I said, whatever we sprayed out here should not affect my beans. So, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Then there's this guy. I don't know what this guy's doing. And I weeded my sad garlic, and now it's even sadder. Got a little, it looks a little sad. Zucchinis are doing well. I got some baby zucchinis. They don't seem to mind this heat so much. Snap peas are growing, but they hadn't flowered or anything yet, so I don't know how the heat's gonna affect that. If they just won't, or what. This celery could be happier. But so basically I water every day. We don't water our lawn or anything, so I thought I could use a little bit of extra water for the garden. The melons are starting to spread out. They like this heat quite a bit. The weeds underneath the weed cloth are desperate to get up. I'm sorry, weeds. I don't have time for you this year. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about this weed cloth when you look at it and it's kind of, I don't know, not necessarily the best thing to look at least until all this spreads out. But man, not having to weed all this empty space in between, it's like a lifesaver. I do need to go through on the corn here and pull some of the grass out in each hole. I tell you, it's hot out there in the grass. Standing here, a million times worse. So yeah, I mean, everything's really doing okay. Got some sunflowers that are doing pretty good. I got I think I had like one break off over here. It blew away. And I'm just going to look at my tomatoes because those are kind of an indicator. They're very sensitive and they will show if there's drift, herbicide drift, or something in the soil. And they're looking all right. Yeah. So I don't know. It might just be heat. Might be my problem. I will take it, I guess, because it won't last. What's that? Different kind of, oh, those are the muskmelon. And then Brussels sprouts down here are starting to do good. They were not looking good in the pots, so they didn't look great when I put them in the ground. Now they don't look so bad, so I think I'm okay with that. Oh, and check this out. Volunteer marigold got a flower. So that's exciting. Oh yeah, look at the tomatoes. These are, I don't know if those are looking weird or not, but getting some flowers. Same with theirs. So they're doing things. This is a volunteer tomato. So these are Romas over here, and these are Brandywine. Oh, there's a couple flowers actually open. I'm excited. This is another volunteer marigold. These potatoes, I don't know if a cat jumped in there and squished everything down or nope, dampening off. So you know what, that happens in this pot every time. So I think I'm done. I reduced down to 1 pot from 2 last year, or lick tub, and I shouldn't have done it. I only did it because I ran out of space here and I still had tons of seed potatoes left. But I don't think I'm doing it in here anymore because this is what happens every time. So I'm pretty sure that's dampening off, and that's a disease. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. Let them go a little bit longer and probably cut them all off. Let them sit in the ground for a little bit longer and then pick them and eat them as like new potatoes, which I love, so that's fine. But my regular in-ground ones getting flowers and not showing any signs of anything too horrible. So yeah, I'm done with the pot. I don't know what it is, if it's a lack of airflow because they're kind of down in there. I do still want to trim back these guys. That's one thing that the perennials don't mind, is this heat. They just keep trucking. But I am warm, so that's going to be my little garden walk for the afternoon. I think I need to water these trees too. I got some of the bags. Those trees have been there for a couple of years, but this guy's new, and I've got a couple new pears in the back. I need to bring those bags out and water them. I think I might prop some stuff in front and behind this door so it doesn't slam in the wind, and let this cool down a little bit. Now it's down to 121, so it's helping. But she's a little warm. There's nothing in here other than the what's this, the Venus Flytrap, but I think that's okay with life. I just keep it watered. But welcome to Minnesota. Probably one of the only places where it can be minus 30 and not more than a month later it's almost 100 and feels like over 100.